Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing death predictions for The Walking Dead, the ones who live. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see some more Walking Dead content like this, and ring the bell so you can get notified for every single time I upload. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's get into it. So, the first character we're going to talk about is Rick Grimes. And I do believe Rick is pretty much safe. I don't really see them killing him off. But at the same time, I think he has a better chance of dying now than he did back in, season one or two or three, or all the way pretty much throughout the whole original series. I think he has a better chance of dying now. Just because it's obviously way later, and, they said this was a conclusion to their story, so I don't know. I think he has a better chance of dying now than he did on the original series, but I still think Rick is going to be safe just because Andrew Lincoln has expressed interest in playing Rick Grimes. He said that he really missed playing Rick Grimes. It would break the internet, though, right? I mean, nobody would really see that coming because even, I think he has a better chance of dying, but I would still be utterly shocked. And my jaw would hit the floor and I would scream, "What?" Like, if Rick died, right? I mean, it would be absolutely mind boggling if Rick actually died. I mean, could you imagine if we actually saw Rick Grimes get shot in the head or get bit on the throat by a walker and just choke to death on his own blood? I mean, that would be absolutely insane. But at the same time, I just don't really see them killing Rick. I mean, I'm like 90% sure that he lives, and I think there's a 10% chance he might die. But I'm very, very certain Rick is going to survive, and I'm sure we'll get some really great reunions down the road, somehow, someday, some way, on some spinoff. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll see him reunite with Negan and Judith and everybody, and Daryl, I hope. And yeah, I think it'll be awesome. So I think Rick is going to live. Next character we're going to talk about is Michonne. Now, Michonne's a really interesting one for me because I think there's a way better chance that she dies than Rick. I think, I read those reports years ago that Denai Guerrera has been kind of expressing like interest in moving on from The Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like she's been losing interest in The Walking Dead and wanting to move on from the character of Michonne. And I'm not sure how accurate those reports were. And obviously, within the last 3 years or so, like her mind could change 100%. I'm not saying that, Michonne hates The Walking Dead or Denai Guerrera hates The Walking Dead or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I read those reports some years ago, and if she really is done with the character, I mean, she'd probably be okay with the character dying. If she really wants to close this chapter, right? If she wants to end this here and she knows she's never coming back, she would be okay with a very, very sad death scene that would leave fans hurt and shocked and break the internet. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be a huge, huge deal if Michonne was to die. And I mean, I could see it happening, but I'm going to say that she lives. I'm going to say 60% that she lives and 40% she might die. I wouldn't be utterly shocked if she died, but at the same time, I would be a little bit shocked, but I think she's going to live. I'm going to say that her and Rick end up making it back to Alexandria towards the end of the show, and yeah, that's just my prediction. Especially if there's not a season 2, I think she could definitely die for sure, but I'm going to say she lives. And I hope she does, because I love her. So, next character we're going to talk about is this guy. I believe his name is Okafor. And I don't really know anything about this dude. He looks like a pretty tough soldier. Um, yeah, he seems interesting. But I think he's going to die. I think characters like this, I think he's just built to die. You know what I mean? Like, he just seems like some dude. I think Rick's going to kill this guy, actually, to be honest. I think Rick is going to end up killing this guy. I've seen, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I think Rick's gonna kill him. I'm not really sure how. Probably shoots him or beats him to death or something like that. But yeah, I think he seems like a character that kind of just put in. Probably gonna be pretty cool. Probably gonna be a pretty likable character. And I don't know. He seems like he's pretty high up in the CRM army. Like he seems like he's a pretty big deal. They showed him quite a bit in the sneak peeks and the trailers and stuff like that. I genuinely don't know anything about this guy though. Like other than the fact that his name is Okafor, I really don't know anything about him. Other than the fact that he looks tough. Um, and with some of the sneak peeks we see him fighting with somebody. But I think yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna die. I'm like 90% sure this guy dies, and I'm 90% sure Rick will kill him. We'll see though. Next we have Nat. Now, Nat seems like an interesting character. I wouldn't be surprised if he lived, but I'm still thinking that he's going to die. And I think he's probably going to die somewhere along the journey, of Michonne trying to get to Rick. I think that a character like him, I think he's going to be very likable, and I think he's going to be awesome. I think he's really going to be a lot of people's favorite, and I think they're going to kill him off just because of that. You know what I mean? AMC is mean, and I think that he seems really likable. He seems really awesome, and it seems like him and Michonne build a very awesome and beautiful friendship. And yeah, I think he's just going to die. I'm sure he's probably going to get shot or something, and I don't know, but I think he's gonna die in that scene in the trailer where there's like that gas where they're getting attacked by the CRM, where Michonne's like group is getting attacked. I think he's gonna die there. That's just my prediction, though. Um, I'm not really sure how, but I think during that scene with the gas, I wouldn't be surprised if he got like mowed down by like a turret or something on a chopper. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. I hope he doesn't die though, because he actually seems really likable, and from all the trailers, he seems like such a good person. And hey man, the Walking Dead world needs more good people. So I'm gonna say he dies though, unfortunately. Next we have General Beale. Now this is really interesting because I think General Beale is going to live. And I think that's just because I think he's gonna be so like well protected. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna just be so well protected that it's gonna be too hard for them to kill him. At least the first season. If there's a second season, he might die. But for the first season, I would be shocked if General Bill died. 100%. I think just because I think Rick and Michonne are going to try to escape and just leave. You know what I mean? I don't think they really want to fight with the CRM. I mean, Rick is going to be terrified of these guys. Like, especially with just how he never escaped. I mean, the fact that the CRM kept Rick Grimes from escaping just goes to show how advanced they're going to be and how like strict and locked down that they are, right? I mean, the CRM is a big, big deal, man. And the fact that they kept that freaking savage Rick Grimes, a dude that bit out a dude's throat, from freaking getting back to his people, back to his wife and his kids. I mean, yeah, the CRM is the real deal. And I don't know. I don't think that General Bill is going to die. I don't think Rick's going to kill him or anything. I just think he's going to be there. And I think he's just too well protected to die, in my opinion. But we'll see. I believe that that he's going to live. Next, we are going to be talking about Pearl Thorne. Now, Pearl Thorne is a character that I'm super hyped about because I know Leslie Ann Brandt from Lucifer, and it's one of my favorite shows, and Maze was so incredible in Lucifer. She was so fantastic. So I'm super stoked. And if you watch some of the interviews from Leslie Ann Brandt, you know, she says that Rick and her character Pearl build this really, really awesome friendship. And it's kind of like they don't like each other, and then they do like each other, and they have each other's backs and stuff. So I hope that she lives, but we'll have to see, man. I kind of feel like she's going to die, but I'm actually going to say she lives. I think Pearl is going to live, and I hope she does because her character seems freaking awesome, and I can't wait to see her character. I think she's probably going to be my next favorite character other than Rick and Michonne. Honestly, I really believe that. So those are my death predictions, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you guys can be notified for every single time that I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for the support. And oh, thank you guys so much for 300 subs. We just hit 300 subs today, and it just means the world to me, for real. I love The Walking Dead. I love this channel. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you guys so much. It just means the world to me. It's awesome that we're growing like this. Tell your mama, tell your grandma, tell your dad, tell everybody. Come subscribe to the Walking Dead family. And yeah, let's get it, man. Road to 1K. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. Peace.